Ms. Speier is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you both for your leadership. Ms. Cooper, I want to thank you for always being available to talk with me and others about many of the issues we have in the region. I'd like to talk to you today about the large-scale offensive that Azerbaijan engaged in against its neighbor Armenia with the coordination of Turkey over the disputed territory of Nagorno-Karabakh. It caused more than 5,000 deaths, displaced roughly 100,000 people from their homes, and caused immeasurable suffering. Azerbaijan continues to hold over 200 Armenian prisoners of war. And there's been abuse and mistreatment that's truly shocking. The U.S. provided $100 million to Azerbaijan in violation, really in defiance of nearly 2 decades parity in the U.S. security assistance to Armenia and Azerbaijan. I think we're sending a terrible message to Armenia, and because we did not engage in terms of getting the parties to the Minsk group table for negotiations, Russia stepped in and now has yet another foothold in that region. And you mentioned in your earlier comments how critical it was for us to engage in there. So my question to you is that are you clear now of the relevance of maintaining parity between the two countries in terms of aid? And what are we going to do in terms of providing humanitarian assistance to all those who've been displaced?
Congresswoman, thank you so much for raising this important issue set. The war this fall was a tragedy on so many levels, and we deplore the loss of life. We have spent a lot of time trying to, back then, de-escalate the situation, and now continuing to talk with Azerbaijan and Armenia about what we can achieve in a peaceful way forward. In terms of our, also in terms of the aftermath of the conflict, we have been urging Azerbaijan specifically to release the detainees. This has been a line that not just my State Department colleagues have offered, but also Defense Department, myself included. In terms of the paradigm for our assistance, we want to have very strong and stabilizing relationships with all of the countries in the region, with Armenia, with Georgia, and with Azerbaijan. We believe that we can exert a positive influence on all 3 countries. In terms of Azerbaijan specifically, our assistance has really been focused on areas that are important to U.S. national security. It's been focused on the Coast Guard domain, so Caspian Sea security.
I understand that, but in the end, it allows them money that they can then use, as they did, against Armenia. So I just think we've got to look long and hard at their conduct and not be rewarding them for bad behavior moving forward.